Hello guys. Let's see if everything is working a-okay. Okay, looks good. Let's see if we're sounding good. We're gonna do a quick sound check. Let's see if we sound. Yep. Okay, we sound pretty gnarly. So yeah. We are back with some Pokemon FireRed Blastoise line only run. I think last time we left off right there at we left off, I believe, at the base of Mount Moon after defeating Brock. And so we did, it looks like. I believe there's a hidden item somewhere. Yeah, but let's check out our Pokemon before we go really any further. This is Iceberg, our little war turtle. So yeah, so we are going to take on Misty in this video. Hopefully, get our little get our second gym badge and stuff. Before we actually get really deep into it, I once again want to apologize for lack of streams. I'm still having some technical difficulties on my end with my PC. It's still giving me some RAM issues even with this temporary RAM. I'm supposed to be getting RAM sometime within the next week or two. Fingers crossed on that. I believe we missed trainers up here. So yeah, it's a touch and go process with my PC. Sometimes it works like a charm, other times it won't. It can't even be bothered to even try to run somewhat normal. Which is a headache in and out of itself. It was doing fine when we put the temporary RAM in for like, I don't know, a week. It gave me pretty much no issues, but unfortunately that was the week that I was just not available to stream because I had lots of things to do. I was extremely busy, had left for a few days. But then I come back and it's just crashed a couple times. Like, I tried to stream the other day and it decided, nah. And it crashed several times. Eventually, I got to the point to where I was able to use it. And hopefully everything goes smoothly. It's looking really smooth from my end. So that is great. So yeah, I apologize. I'm hoping as issues get taken care of, it will, in fact, what's the word I'm looking for? Resolve, and I'll be able to stream more frequently. But yeah, let's get back to the game. We got Iceberg taking on a little Spearow. There's a berry here that I would like to pick. So that's, I say pick, but get. Did we already get the berry? I guess we already got it. Okay. I'm gonna try to take on as many trainers as I can. We don't really need the money per se, but the experience is invaluable on a solo Pokemon run. It's what I've gathered. I love how in these games you can hear like random Pokemon cries. Let's restore our our PP before we go venturing into Mount Moon, and I probably should buy healing items just because we are going in the first kind of dungeon, even though I know we're very over leveled. Yeah. Let's go get some healing items. I know we're very over leveled, but it's better to be over prepared than under prepared, as I always say. Oh, we don't want Pokemon Center. We want Pokemon Mart. I like the fact that they combine them in newer games. It's nice. You don't have to worry about like one town having them and one town not. Remember that used to be a very, very big thing. Oh, let's buy a couple awakenings because sleep is aggravating. And 2 paralyzed heals should do it. You know what? Let's buy a few antidotes. Oh, we already have plenty of antidotes. We're good. We are good on that front. All right. Good on that front. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Gonna go down. To Mount Moon we go. I don't see. I kind of like Mount Moon. I kind of like the Clefairies, especially like in the anime. Didn't they like in the anime it showed them coming down from space in a spaceship or something? It's kind of weird. We can get some moonstones. I don't know what we're gonna do with the moonstones. Can't use them, but we'll collect them. No, we're not gonna waste our time really fighting wild Pokemon unless absolutely needed. Suspicious men are in the cave. What about you? Do I look like a man? It's like I'm in a skirt and everything. Boy. Oh well. It's 2022. We're allowed. One shot the Weedle. That's good. Kakuna. We are going to water gun the Kakuna as well. There's one thing on the SSN I have to remember to get, and that is, I believe the Brick Break TM is on SSN, but I don't know why I just randomly blurted out that thought that crossed my head, but we're not even nowhere near the SSN yet. I'm pre-gaming. Pre-planning. Pre-planning everything, which is probably good. Don't ever want to go in unprepared. I think there's a trainer with Oddishes and stuff coming up. I really don't want to have to take on the Oddishes. She has Clefairy, I believe. Yeah. Oddish. Yeah, she's got the level 14 Clefairy. Yeah. I remember so much of this game because, like, when I was younger, all I would do was beat the game and, like, start over and over again and over again. Just because I like the starting area so much. Well, that's not a bad move to be encored into Water Gun. Not a bad move at all. Alright. Level 20. Zubat. I should have bought Repels if Repels were available, but I don't even know if Repels are available this early in the game. Oops, I didn't mean to keep running into the wall there, but... Aren't there more trainers as you go into the different paths? I remember getting lost in some of these paths once upon a time when I was young. Back in Pokemon Red, back before I could read. I've been playing Pokemon since before I could read. That's a long time. I remember having my little, like, blue. It was a teal blue Game Boy Color. And I got it was, I believe, one of my cousins that actually got me into playing it. One of my older cousins. And they would let me play on, like, their little Game Boy Color. It was Game Boy. I think they just had the regular Game Boy at that time. And they would just let me play. Granted, I had no idea what I was looking at or what I was doing. And I would just spam the A button most of the time, but I really enjoyed it. I can't remember if it was for my birthday or Christmas. I actually got a Game Boy Color, and the Pokemon games, I believe it was Red. I had I remember I eventually had both red and blue, but I think I started off with red. And I thought back then you had to pick the Pokemon that was on the box. So I had to pick Charmander because Charmander was on the box. So I thought that was the Pokemon like you had to pick, that was like mandatory. So yeah, I picked Charmander for red and Blastoise for blue. And I always felt bad because like Bulbasaur was left out. I was like, oh, poor Bulbasaur, he doesn't get a game. But yeah, I've been playing Pokemon since before I could read. It's crazy. It's kind of like when my cousins... I used to play Halo, and I was really, really bad at it, and I would play on my cousin's Xbox, and he would eventually just be like, yeah, I need the controller back, because I was really bad. And now that I'm thinking of it, he was probably put me on rank matches for whatever weird reason, and I was probably destroying his score. But yeah, good times when you're younger that you think that are just never gonna end, but they eventually end. It's kind of sad. Oh well, that's why you have to make new memories. Like, we're playing the nostalgia of playing Pokemon FireRed for the 15th millionth time. It's fine. I love the older Pokemon games. They're so stylized compared to now. Like, the older Pokemon games, especially, I feel like the Game Boy games were just nice and stylized. And I love the, 16-bit music? I love the 16-bit music. I love the art style, the little pixels. I love it all, man. Escape rope, that's helpful. Let's talk to you because you get put in the fame checker of this game. Don't exactly remember what exactly you are or what you do, but yeah, you do get put in the fame checker. It's fine. I'm Exavans Responsils. Oh, I guess you're like related to Brock or something, because doesn't he have like 22 siblings? I think that's what it's like. You had 12 or 22 siblings, something like that. Something crazy like that. You have the Oddishes. I don't want to fight you because you have Oddishes. And I really don't want to have to sit there and battle Oddishes. I mean, I'm sure we can do it. You know what? Let's not be wimps. Let's take her on as I run into another battle with a Zubat. Oh, it's a Geodude this time. I guess it's better than a Zubat. Run away. Gonna walk right here in her path, stare her down as she comes around. There we go. That's how we do it right. It is way bigger in here. That's why you're just mindlessly walking in a circle, right? You are the oddish person. But Bite should do it pretty well. Darn right it did. Crit that. We should be good to take on Misty if we just keep grinding up trainers. I don't know about our rival. We may try to take on our rival. Oh, Bellsprout. Perfect. I don't know what I was so scared of. Our Iceberg's a little powerhouse. Little stubby legs. Just running over to you, biting you. Powerhouse turtle. I didn't mean to do that, but we're going for it now. Get lost, kid. Aren't y'all looking for fossils, too? Or something, or stones or something, or stealing Pokemon, rounding them up in the cave, delivering to your boss, Giovanni. Giovanni. It's just like the most, I like how they just went with the most stereotypical, like, mobster name they could find. It's like, he runs a Pokemon mob. What can we give him? Let's make him Italian. With the name Giovanni. It's great. So great. Hey, look, it's Snake. It's Snake. That's why I don't understand people who, like, harp on like newer Pokemon designs. Because here's the thing. It's not that, I feel like I said this before, it's not that Pokemon is running out of ideas. Simple ideas and stupid ideas have been around to the beginning. Like, look at Geodude. He's just a boulder with arms. Can't get much more simple than that. I think there's an item in here. Yes, okay. Ether. That might actually come in good. I don't know if it's pronounced ether or ether. So I'm just going to call it an ether. So feel to correct me on that. At some point. Alright. We can run away. No more wild battles, please. No, I didn't. I mean, I guess I came to explore the cave, but also, I'm on my way to beat a gym leader. I'm gonna be fighting water with water. That's how you do it. You fight water with water. I have a really tanky turtle. And she's got starfish. I like starfish. I think starfish are underrated. Of all the animals, starfish are completely... Oh my god, that scared me. I saw the blue screen, I'm just like, oh, no. Okay, it was just me pressing the help button. I was like, oh no, don't crash. It didn't crash. Which is good. I had a mini heart attack there because every time it crashed, it blue screens. Which is nice. At least it's consistent in the color screen it wants to give me. Alright, there's the hiker. Easy XP. That guy's gonna give easy XP. So we're gonna go after him. Alright. I really don't want to fight wild Pokemon, so I am not. Wish there's a way to like plant and grow berries in this game, but there's not. Like the Hoenn games, it's so easy, and then they put berries in here, and I feel like what you get is what you get. They don't have like an option to grow it, at least not that I ever remember. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong on that. Easy XP. Easy. But yeah, back to like some other things. I'm going to be trying to expand the game lobby that I've been doing. Of course, there's going to be Pokemon, World of Warcraft. Of course, those two are like my OG games, my favorite games. I have such a love for those two games. But I played Battlefield the other day, and I really enjoyed Battlefield. Now I'm terrible at it, and I play with a gimmick. I don't allow myself to use guns, and it probably infuriates everyone else around me. And that is perfectly fine with me. Because my sole job, what I do, is I play support, and that's all I play when I play Battlefield. So, you either get zapped by the defibs, because that's the only way, or you're gonna get revived by the defibs and health kits. I actually need to change my name to the pacifist, because I try not... I know the aim of the game is to kill your opponent, and that's what you should do as a battleground, right? Nah, not me. Not me. I am the pacifist. But yeah, hopefully there'll be more streams with that, especially when Noob is off, and we can get a few other of our friends involved. Those are always really, really fun, because we get together in a group chat and we just basically talk nonsense and memes for 2 or so hours. And if you're like me and you like nonsense and memes, please join our Battlefield. or any of the streams where we're in a group. But yeah, got more Battlefield coming hopefully soon. Some Forza, again, gonna be streaming some Forza. I'm getting set up. Hopefully, once I get my new RAM in, I will be streaming Assassin's Creed Odyssey as well. I have been looking forward to that game. I still have to get, I need to disable the help buttons. Still have to get Valhalla. I have it on Xbox, but I don't have the way to stream, Xbox, so there's that. Ooh, I really want to catch the Clefairy, but we're going to restrain ourselves. I love Clefairy. Anyway, once I get some new RAM, I should be able to stream Odyssey. I need to get Valhalla. I love Valhalla. That is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games there is. I know, I love the Viking Age. I love it. Gonna run around just being a Viking. Yeah. I have never played Odyssey. I will say this. New Pass. I watched him play through it. So I will be playing through it the first time with y'all, if that makes sense. So that should be really fun. But yeah, past that, I'm gonna be trying to liven up my library as good as I can. But yeah, we're playing some Pokemon for the time being. We're gonna try to, I think, beat our rival at Nugget Bridge and hopefully take down Misty. I don't really know. I want to do both. I want to try to get both knocked out this stream. I have a feeling we are going to struggle with Lieutenant Surge. So he might be a gym leader we actually have to come back to. Because I know you could skip him and come back to him. I think him and Erica are going to be the biggest hassle with this. I know our little turtle is tanky, but electric and grass types just aren't his friend. You know? Yeah, no. Super Nerd Miguel sent out Grimer. At least this Grimer doesn't have Poison Point. I think Alolan Muck has Poison Point? Or Poison Touch? Alolan Muck always threw me for a loop. I always forget it's part Dark type, so every time, like, Noob and I would battle back in, like, the old days, of Sun and Moon, I would always get thrown off by his Alolan Muck, and I'd be like, oh, okay, haha, it's a Dark type. Because I'd forget about it. Because to me, that's a very, very forgettable Pokemon, and he just threw it out of left field at me, and it's just like, what do I do with that Alolan Muck? What do I do with it? But yeah, I remember getting knocked down a peg or two with Alolan Muck. Ah, the old days of having an in-game battle group where all of our friends played Pokemon and we'd all throw hands occasionally. I gotta get me a battle group back, man. Everybody just wants to, like, throw hands at everybody and some Pokemon. I need me a battle group again. I miss competitive battling. I used to do it quite a bit. It's a headache, but I do miss it quite a lot. Do I want the Dome Fossil or Helix? Let's go with Dome. I feel like that's going to bring bad tidings for the rest of this run, but we pick the Dark Lord. Granted, I will say, in newer games, Omastar's a beast. I caught one in a max raid den in Pokemon, Shield. And that Shell Smash, a beast. Absolute beast. I need to actually start breeding him to make little offsprings that I can EV train and stuff. I always like to come with people with the most unexpected Pokemon. It's great. When they look at you in pure confusion, like, what the hell do I do with that? I used to run Pachirisu quite a bit. It would always like stomp people. You get the nuzzle action going. That and there was one other one that I can't remember because it's literally a Pokemon that nobody ever remembers to type on. I mean, granted, even now I can't even remember the type on it or what the Pokemon even was, but there was one that would constantly just be like, huh, forgot that guy existed. That happens to me a lot. I forget they exist quite a bit. Quite a few Pokemon. It's like other day I saw Pinsir and I was like, oh, I forgot that horrifying beetle of a creature exists in this universe. I will say one of my favorite Pokemon is Farfetch'd. I don't care what anybody says. I know he's a little garbage duck, but hands down, best Pokemon. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Get yourself a Farfetch'd. Not none of this Surfetch nonsense. We want Farfetch'd. Okay, we got ourselves a rare candy. I think we're going to take on our rival first. Yes, we're going to save the game here now that we got through Mount Moon and into Cerulean. And let's actually go into options and... I don't know if that's right. I don't know. Yeah, okay, it's disabled, the help. We don't need that help menu popping up giving me miniature heart attacks. Yo, Brenda! Yeah, I am still struggling. Technically, didn't you really cheat when you went to go see Bill? You said Bill filled in a whole bunch of pages of your Pokédex, so technically you cheated. I'm still over here with 2 on my Pokédex like an absolute G-monster. Ooh, so close. So close on that. We are going to bite. Figured a quick attack was coming. That's fine. We shouldn't have too much problem with this Bulbasaur. Yeah. We're gonna bite the little Bulby boy. Okay, we flinched. Good, good, good. Little Bulby boy. Oh no, poison powder. That's why we have antidotes. I don't think he uses potions at this point in time. Doesn't matter. Bulbasaur went down. Abra. Okay, that's an easy one-shot with a bite. It doesn't have any attacking moves yet. It's not Kadabra. But even then, the Kadabra's pretty easy to deal with if you can outspeed it. Level 24. Good. We are getting them levels. I think we're gonna water gun the Rattata. Tries it. Quick attack. Oh, it might be trying to Super Fang. Doesn't matter. We got a crit. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. No questions asked. Easy peasy. Yeah, I know. I have to go get the ticket from him. So I guess we'll go all the way up to Bill and then take on Misty. Or we could try to take on Misty right now, but I do feel like we might need a few more levels, because I believe our Starmie is level 22. I really don't want to die from poison. That would suck. 2 steps away from the Pokemon Center, you just white out. Alright, let's go up north. We also get a nugget, which is good. We can sell. We can sell the nugget. I actually do think I have what it takes. I really do, my guy. Bug catcher Kale. Or Kyle? Kale? Yeah, one of them. Well, water gun, just because it's our best move at this point in time. Water gun the Weedle. Won't have a chance to poison sting us. Pod. Perfect. Also went out for the count. Oh wait, he's got one more. Probably Kakuna, yeah. Water gun you as well. Pidgey. Easy peasy. I say that until it starts sand attacking my face, and I miss every single move ever invented. But nope, didn't even give it a chance. A bite on the Oddish should have no issue. Ooh, okay, I was actually expecting the one-hit kill there, but didn't work. Ah, that only did 7 damage. No biggie. No biggie. Oddish is down. Bellsprout. That's right, Oddish is more bulky than Bellsprout. Technically, Bellsprout's the attacker of the two. Number 3 won't be easy. You're still going to be easy. Sandshrew, see, easy. Just with a little water gun action. Doesn't he have an Ekans? I think he has 2 Pokemon. Ekans. I remember it used to being stumped by Ekans for whatever reason. Oop. Yeah, I don't want to learn Rapid Spin. For whatever reason, I remember just always being stumped by Ekans. Like, unsure how to, like, go about it. I can never remember if it's, like, specially defensive. I know it. I think it's pretty ball. I don't know, though. We're at level 25. Alright. Yeah, actually, I'm getting tired. But not tired enough to not beat you. Come on, you're... What is Nidoran? Hamster versus my turtle. I really don't think it's a hamster. I feel like it's based on some animal, but I don't know what kind of animal. I want to say hamster, and that's probably very wrong. I'm gonna have to Google that now. What animal is Nidoran based off of? Because I feel like it's based off of a rodent. Because they look a lot bigger in the game than what they really are, if I remember correctly. I might just have to catch one now to look at their height and size. I think they're tiny. I think they're only like a foot tall. Hold on. I'm actually gonna go on my phone really quick and look that up. What animal is Nidoran base? Yes, what animal is Nidoran afraid of? Oh, it's a rabbit Pokemon. Oh, so I was close. I was close. I was pretty close with my assumption, saying hamster. It's a rabbit-based Pokemon. That makes sense. It's got the front fangs, the big ears, the tail. It's a poisonous rabbit. Okay. So, like, does that make Nidoking and Nidoqueen, like, big Chungus, or what? No. I don't want to join Team Rocket. No. I thought you had to, like, pop up a box. I remember having to pop up a box there, but I guess not. Okay, it's the Pokemon that used to always stump me for some reason, even though it was a simple poison type. No biggie. We'll just bite. We will bite. It always aggravated me in Pokemon games you can only get one starter. I want it to be like in the anime where I could just go like catch a Chikorita if I wanted to. Like I wanted to be like a better, smarter version of Ash. Where I could have a Chikorita and a Cyndaquil if I wanted to, or a Charmander and a Squirtle if I wanted to. That's why I think I love Yellow version so much. Because it's like, you could have technically all 4 starters if you consider Pikachu a starter. I know a lot of people do nowadays, kind of the same with Eevee. I know I've been hearing, like, some people say, oh, Eevee's technically, like, the 5th starter nowadays. Which Eevee came out of, I guess, I don't want to be, like, left field. I can understand Eevee's appeal, but it kind of took me by surprise that Eevee became the 2nd mascot of the Pokemon Company. But I guess it makes a lot of sense. It really does make a good bit of sense. Eevee's very marketable, very cute, very cuddly, so props on the Pokemon Company for capitalizing on that. Like, personally, my favorite Pokemon's Ferret. I finally got my first piece of Ferret merch ever since Ferret's been introduced. I got myself a shiny Ferret plush, and I am in love with it. It actually sits where I have him because he's posable, so he's got like a wire going through the plush, so he's posable. So I pose him in a way to where he's perfectly sitting on top of my TV, right next to my computer, because my PC is actually hooked up to my TV. I have a TV for a monitor. It's great, by the way. I recommend TVs for monitors, hands down. Big screen, amazing. For somebody who's blind as me, the bigger screen helps. But so yeah, he's just posed on top of my TV, and he's fabulous just sitting up there. He's sitting up there vibing with the love ball that I have on top of my PC, and the Sylveon pop inside my PC. It's great. I also have an angry flippable octopus that sits right next to him too. I think he's on angry right now. I don't think I've ever took him off of grumpy mode, my little octopus. But it's fine. He could be grumpy. It's great. So I was super excited to finally get my first piece of Ferret merch. Sadly, a lot of my favorite Pokemon that I have are not Pokemon they keep a lot of merch of, which saddens me. My first favorite Pokemon, of course, is Ferret. Hands down, my favorite. Love it. Best boy. My second favorite Pokemon is Espeon. I love the aesthetics of Espeon. Ever since it's been introduced in Generation 2, the aesthetics of Espeon have spoken to me in a way that soothes my soul. They have a good bit of merch for Espeon. They did the Build-A-Bear. I actually have the Build-A-Bear. Spent a whole, I think, like $80 on that thing. Like, I decked it out. I got the sound. I got all the clothes. Like, that's my homegirl. So yeah, I have that, and what's upsetting to me is that they have all the evolution pops. They have multiple Eevee Funko Pops. They have Glaceon, Leafeon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Sylveon. But no Espeon or Umbreon pop. I really want them to introduce those two pops. I would be like the happiest person on the planet. Aesthetically, Sylveon is my second favorite evolution. But my first is always going to be Espeon. Oh, and Shiny Umbreon. You can never go wrong with Shiny Umbreon. Like, honestly, hands down, Shiny Umbreon is one of the best shinies that I think they ever put into the game. I mean, I kind of wish they would have kept the red eyes instead of, you know, turning his eyes to yellow. But, hands down, Shiny Umbreon is so aesthetically nice. It's so aesthetically pleasing. The blue rings with the black fur. Beautiful. One of the best. Another one of the best shinies is Shiny Rayquaza. Or Rayquaza. I've never figured out how to say his name, but I'm sure I'll get corrected at some point in time. But no, hands down, another one that's Shiny Rayquaza. Shiny Charizard's also really good. It's a really good one. Shiny FireRed is pink. So you can't ever go wrong with a pink Pokemon, so it's also a really, really good shiny FireRed. I'm not only speaking like because I'm also staring at my shiny FireRed plush, which I love dearly. I'd give my life up for that plushie. Y'all just don't understand how much I love FireRed. What else? My third favorite Pokemon on the list of Pokemon would probably, I know it's very, very stereotypical, but Pikachu. And I'm not just talking about any Pikachu, right? I'm talking about that Generation 1. Late 90s, early 2000s, chunky Pikachu. I mean the fat Pikachu. I love his old design. That Pikachu right there is my favorite. Like, as new Pikachu's okay, but I want the chunk. I need the chunk Pikachu in my life. My fourth favorite Pokemon, Rayquaza. Can't go wrong with the Noodle Boy. Can't go wrong with the Noodly Boy. And at number 5 on the list of my favorite Pokemon is Houndoom. I love Houndoom. I remember first getting a Houndoom, or a Houndour, in Pokemon, was it Crystal? I believe Crystal. And I love that thing. I was so disappointed when I couldn't, like, take it over to Generation 3, and then Emerald came out, and then at the end of the Safari Zone, you could actually, catch Houndour. In the very end, after you got all 8 badges, Safari Zone, beat the Elite 4 type thing, you could actually catch it. So what I did was I caught one, and I bred it to get, I believe eggs hatched at level 5 at that time. Level 5. And I traded it. I started a new game on my Pokemon, I believe it was Sapphire at the time. My Pokemon Sapphire, and I traded it to my Pokemon Sapphire and used the Houndour as my starter. And that was my starter for one of my runs in Pokemon Sapphire. It will take you on, just because I'm trying to get all the EXP I can. But yeah, fun times with that. I used to do that stuff all the time, and in fact, I'm about to do it again with my Brilliant Diamond. I'm breeding seals right now on my Brilliant Diamond, so I could get the perfect seal to play Pokemon Pearl through with a seal. I love using non-starter starters, okay? It's the best. Non-starter starters. It's the best. I love it. Youngster Chad defeated. Giga Chad memes are some of the best memes. You're the lady with the bell sprouts on the oddish, aren't you? Yeah, we should be fine. Oh, maybe she has a bell sprout, oddish, and a Pidgey. We've been handling these grass types pretty well thanks to our tanky turtle. I want to call him a tortoise, but I don't think he's a tortoise. I want to say he's a turtle. He could be a tortoise. Wait. I know one of them can't actually go underwater. I think that's tortoises. So it makes sense if he was a turtle. I believe turtles are the ones that live in the water. Or some turtles do. Every time I see a turtle cross the road, I have to stop and help it across. Like, too many turtles get run over, and it makes me so sad. So every time I see one struggling to cross the road, I always stop and help it across the road. I hate seeing them struggle. They got the little legs and they don't move fast, so you just gotta pick him up and bring him to his destination. Then you always have to remember to wash your hands and use hand sanitizer after handling reptiles. Especially wild ones. I don't know, I love turtles. I had a pet turtle once. I loved my pet turtle. He was really good. We tied a balloon to him so we wouldn't lose him in the house. Probably not the safest thing, but that was the only way we knew how to locate him at all times. It was just a balloon tied to his shell, and there you go. You just see the balloon. I was like, oh, there's the turtle. I don't even think he was ever named. I think he was just called Turtle. Sadly, we didn't have him for that long. But, I remember always being stuck on this part as a kid. Like, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, oh, go to the PC to me and run the cell separation check. And I was just like, okay. So I'd go back to the Pokemon Center and come back and be like, why isn't it working? And I was like, and then I believe it's my brother that was like, oh, you have to do this. And I was like, oh. Okay. It makes much more sense like that. You can come back, actually, I believe, after the SSN event, and you can get the pages for Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon here. Little fun fact for you. If for whatever reason you needed those to fill up your Pokédex, that's how you do it. For, I guess, one of the 3 you can't, well, if you, the 2 others that you can't get, technically, because you only get 1 Eevee, unless you breed your little Eevees. Okay, let's actually go to the PC, restore our Pokemon's health. Restore our Pokemon's health, and we will take on Misty. We can beat her, we should. We're almost level 30, we should be fine. We got this. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Misty, here we go. Let's take on the extra trainers just for that little last bit of sweet EXP. And then I think after we take on Misty, we're actually gonna call it a stream. Because that would be quite a bit done. Quite a bit done. Oh, 1 hit. Always good to get them 1 hits. Yeah, we're level 28, so yeah, we should be fine. I think her, like I said, her Starmie's only like level 22 or something. I like Shelder. I think Shelder's an overrated not overrated, underrated Pokemon. I think Shelder's adorable. I wish Misty would have more Pokemon variety. Like, I really wish they would have gave her a team similar to, like, that of the anime. Which I think she has in the Let's Go games. I think their teams in the Let's Go games are similar to what they had in the anime. If memory serves. Like, I'd love to just see it, like, with Misty with her Psyduck, and her Starmie, and her Goldeen, and her Gyarados that she eventually gets, and I'm confused. That's fine. We still got this. Yikes. my luck is showing through. The game is now telling me I've done too well so far. Must suffer a little bit. Speaking of luck, I only ever encountered one shiny Pokemon. Ever. Naturally. In my, what? Now, over 20 years of playing the Pokemon franchise. And that was in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I caught a shiny Spearow. Encountered it 100% naturally. I just realized I didn't save the game. That was my proudest moment, catching that Spearow. But let's get back to matters at hand. We're taking on Misty. And we're gonna bite her starfish. I really hope I don't get confused. Jinx! Alright, Lady Luck, continue being on my side, please. Oh, so close to level 29. Swift ain't too bad. Yeah, that ain't gonna do much. Bite. Okay, that actually did a little bit more than I thought. I thought it would only do about a third, but that did over half, so that's good. Ooh, okay. Easy. That was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I thought we'd have way much more of a challenge than that. Cascade badge to show that you beat me in $2,100. Makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. Outsiders and trades. Cut. My favorite TM, Water Pulse. Okay, we're actually gonna teach our little iceberg. Water Pulse. It's too good of a move. I don't want the berry pouch. Although I feel like it's gonna get replaced eventually. We'll just get rid of Tail Whip. I don't know, I'm always like that. I always rather have too much PP and moves than not enough. And we've been seeming to run out of Water Gun PP quite a bit lately. Let's actually heal up our Pokemon, and yeah, we will call the stream for tonight. I appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. Again, I apologize for lack of streams. I am rectifying the situation, hopefully. But yeah, I apologize for all the computer difficulties that I've been having, which is leading to lack of streams. But yeah, I will see y'all next time. So yeah, good night, everybody.